What's up, guys? Hold up. I didn't do this before. All right, you guys still here? You could probably hear me a little better because of the Well, I don't know what just happened. I think I just knocked everybody off. Sorry, Brian. What's good with you? How you guys doing? Let me make sure I'm right here. Make sure. I think I just messed up. Um. All right. All right. You guys doing night tonight? Tom, my boy Tom. Um. It's good to see all you guys, man. I apologize. I haven't been here the last few days. I Man, I tell y'all, it's hard to work. It's hard if you work like a long day, dragging out, dragging. It just drags and drags and drags and drags. I feel like it's ever gonna be over. And then to come in here and I don't want to come in here and drag ass too. You know what I'm saying? I've been honestly just exhausted, and I'm even exhausted tonight. But it's all good. It is all good. I just got out of the shower. I could not smell better. But um got the call-in number. I've already got everything hooked up. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to order a way. I just pulled this out of my ass that one night. It hit me to put it on speaker. So um and this just happened to be sitting there. I don't even know where this came from, but it's getting the job done, I guess, for now. But I'm going to order like a nice JBL one, and so we could do. You know what? I could really order a mixer to where we really take calls instead of us doing it like ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Um, Turn this ringer on. Um, you know, as I watch like Jesse Lee Peterson or the Savage Nation, and thank God for Michael Savage, both of those gentlemen are in their 70s, which is immaculate to me. But um, that's really what their whole entire show is. It's calling. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna take calls yet, but you know what? Yo, who am I speaking with?
This is Cobra. How dare you show Alex Jones? No, this is BartFine. Hey, what's up, JoJo? What's the live stream without BartFine here?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing just fine. It's country chilling. Oh, man. I've been waiting for you all day. How's it going?
Oh man, it's going okay. It's going okay. I was just talking about how like if you listen to the Savage Nation or most talk shows, like I know this isn't a talk show, but most like radio shows, that's what the basis of the whole entire show is taking calls, and it's what makes the show. You know what I mean? So I was just throwing that out there because if we really wanted to do it like that, I could buy a mixer. Like you could buy a podcast. It's a machine, and it has all your controls on there. And I have a brand new camera, nice camera. Matter of fact, let me show you guys this camera. I just bought this camera, and it's a Sony. See what I'm saying? So we got the camera. we could I could buy a mixer and you know we could really make this a talk show. But what's going on with you, Bart?
I just been OCDing with Alex Jones. I watch it all every single day, and sometimes I watch it twice
Oh yeah.
because he's just man, he's scaring me today, but I can't stop watching it.
What do you mean?
He's talking today about how the vaccines are going to turn people into aliens,
Hazel.
like reptilians or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I saw the very beginning. I didn't. I hadn't had a chance to watch it, but I did see the beginning where he was talking about literally like the first 40 seconds. But is that what he was talking about?
Yeah, it was some kind of bombshell that epiphany he had this morning about these vaccines. And I want to make a prediction. I get these visions too. Alex Jones he said that there's going to be another bioweapon released in the next 60 days. Well, man, that was 6 weeks ago. It's not 60 days. I mean, it's coming up on his window of prediction. And I would say they're going to spread the next one in the vaccine with maybe a dozen people in a dozen cities. They're not going to put them up, but I do feel that they're about to. Just as soon as we get everything started, they're going to try to pull this crap again and shut everything down.
Oh yeah, well for sure. But what you don't think that it'll be distributed evenly? You think that they'll, which makes sense, how they would give it to just a few people and let them spread it around. Is that what you were saying?
Well, if they have, for example, if they had a weaponized smallpox, they'd put it in just a few shots and one in each major city, and it would be plausible deniability, and then next thing you know, they got everybody shut down again. Because they're going to have difficulty doing it on planes again because everything has restrictions with face masks, reduced flights, so they're going to have to deliver it in another way.
Yeah.
Number two, a terrorist always leaves two bombs. Like if they plant a physical bomb, it goes off, and then the second one is on a timer. When the police and medical people get there, it goes off again. Boom. Same thing with a bioweapon. I just feel they're going to try to pull this again. So just be looking for it.
Hey, possibly.
What do you think, JoJo?
Hey, that's very, there's no telling with them. Bart, let me ask you, can you hear me clearly? Because I don't know whether I should be speaking into the phone or the speaker. And let me test one. Can you hear me, Bart? How clear can you hear me?
I can hear you very well.
Okay.
If you're on the speakerphone, just don't get real close to it. Get about a foot and a half away from it. That's what I try to do. I got you on a speaker.
And
so,
chat.
Yeah, I can hear you pretty well.
Okay, thank you, chat. How good can y'all hear Bart? Can y'all hear Bart pretty clearly right now? Say something, Bart. Say testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2.
How clear can you guys hear Bart? Good. Okay, good. I had the speaker setting in a weird spot, and I didn't know what side to have it on. Guys, I don't know why I don't have you coming out of this, which is the laptop, but I always pull this together at the last second. But no, Bart, that's very plausible. I mean, I don't put anything past them, and you're actually pretty good at predicting these things, aren't you? Because you've done this a few times, like on the War Room, haven't you? Where you've actually predicted something that has actually, came true, right?
Absolutely. On January 5th, on the Alex Jones Show, hosted with Owen Schroyer, I made that prediction, and it just went over everybody's head because they were thinking about different things. But yes, and then I predicted on just another channel the same day in the evening, later that same day. And Alex Jones made the original prediction, but I was refining it, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, I remember something of that nature of you calling in, and then it is something coming true, in the same wavelength. But hey, look, they're already calling this pandemic 1. I mean, I saw that on a certified Bill Gates talk, CDC talk, late night, whatever. I saw it on. They literally called it pandemic 1. We know these things are to come. We know that it's in their plans. I mean, I could sit here without this even happening, without this COVID-19 even happening. We all could have. We all knew this would eventually happen. I just think that I think that they took. Um, you know, I think they got 10 steps ahead further than they ever dreamed, that they ever thought, because of the stupid people. And it's the stupid people that are still calling the hotline, the rat hotline, which Gavin Newsom in California has. God bless Bob and Jennifer in California, because I know, they happen to be residents there under this dictator. And I know that what the good thing is, a bunch of 4chan people actually called and trolled it, and they had to shut the hotline down, which is amazing. That's what they get. But yeah, man, I you know, Celeste Bishop Solom said that even your clothes will be your enemy. Your shoes will be your enemy. Um, I'm not quite sure what that means, but I could tell you this, that the reason why I named tonight's show the civil rights movement is because a lot of people don't know this, but the civil rights movement, you ready, guys? Originated from Russia. Huh. It was a Soviet Union um, tactic to bring down American politics, and it worked. And people of the likes of Frank Marshall Jr., Obama's dad, um, all of Obama's family, his mother, all of them was involved in it. It was phony. It was the birth of all the black race hustlers, and how they came in and just capitalized and uh, profited off of the struggles of the actually black folks was thriving before this civil rights movement. They don't tell you that. They also don't tell you what people like Rosa Parks was so unoriginal that she wasn't even the first one picked. Actually, the woman that was going to do it had a child out of wedlock, and at that time, it was unheard of for that to happen. So they couldn't use her because it would have been a bad rap. Therefore, they used the woman had that we know as Rosa Parks. See, this is all phony. All everything that has had any bit of significance in the last 100 years has it's been propped up. And as Plato said, life is a play, and we're all players. Or life is a stage, and we're all players. Or we're all actors. I don't know, but I'm not an actor. Alex isn't an actor. Michael Savage ain't an actor. Bart isn't an actor. We're not all actors. All 27 of us here, we're not actors. Um, but they are actors, guys, and they don't have our best interests in ever. If you even think it's something in and look, I'm doing a deep study into what goes on and what company, um, what's Ivanka's Jared Kushner, what his family, what they are really into, and how you know how maybe they had an edge on things, and how I believe Trump was God's pick. Okay, it was a reprieve for America. I believe that, and not it still doesn't mean they don't have this. They didn't have this technology, but the technology they have it's 666 Fifth Avenue. But it's not just an address, guys. It's not just an address. Bart, maybe you can help me on this. What is what is the new pathogen that's going to be found in the H2O 2020? Or maybe somebody in chat can help me. The 060606. The what something that just revealed with Lucifer's name in it. Is anybody familiar with what I'm talking about?
Uh, I'm not. I'm not following you 100% there. I'm getting confused.
Okay, well, to make a long story short, when I present this information, it's gonna blow people's heads off because it's nuts. I whatever technology that they're using in that building that Jared Kushner's family is a part of, it it also has the name Lucifer engulfed into it. But you know, we're gonna see more and more of this. But yeah, guys, uh, you know, and I know that me and Bob may come to a disagreement in this. Bob, also, Jen, if Jen's in here, um, by popular demand, I gave Jen a wrench. I mean, literally, 50 people. I would have anyway. I just wasn't thinking, but um, um, well, I just when I do a deeper dive into that, to be completely honest, there's some things I know, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do know what all that his family was is has produced and what that company is really about. But it is super nefarious, and it has to do with um, technology, your eyes, all this, reading all this, and it's so deep and so personal and so eerie. It's unbelievable. And not saying that it was even in. I don't even know if it's fully came to fruition. Like if it's because they have to have everything in place before it can fully operate and all this. But you know, no, yeah, Bob. No, what I was saying was, what I no, not this. I didn't. That's where I lost myself. Russia, Russia. And a lot of people say Russia, is not our enemy, but Russia indeed will be our downfall. That you can guarantee. Bart, bro, I love talking to you. I've got the phone call. There's been about 5 or 6 phone calls that came in since I've been on the phone with you. I want to get to everybody tonight. Listen, guys, go over to.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I wasn't trying to. I
No, I
wasn't trying
know.
to hog it up, but you got my number. You want to talk? Give me a call. But
Oh,
thanks everybody for having me here. Um, it's been great.
and listen,
All
guys,
right,
go
we'll talk
go
to you
over
later.
go over to BartFine's channel and follow him. He's an OG. He's been here from the jump. Like I said, guys, he's the one that influenced me to get me even in this. So for sure, Bart, any last words you want to say, my friend? I think he already left. There's the problem with this internet number is when a bunch of people call at once, it jams. It's jammed right now. It won't. It won't hang up. There it goes. Go ahead and call back, guys. Actually says there's an incoming call now, but I guess I can call the. I'll call the first number that called. It Guys, it's saying there's incoming calls, but they're not incoming yet. Hang up. God, I'm getting missed calls right now, but it's not ringing. I'll call you. I'm calling you right back.
The voicemail box of
They're calling at the same time. It's okay. We'll get to them. We will get to them. Bart, thank you for calling, my friend. Guys, go over and follow Bart Fine. They keep the. You won't be there long because they take his channel down like that. Let's see here. You caught at the same time just now. It's gonna go to voicemail probably. No. Go ahead and pick up whoever it is.
Hello, this is the General.
Yes, sir, it is. Who am I
This
speaking
is
with?
Alan Schwartz. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, my friend. How you doing?
No, dude, what's up, man? It's Rocco, man. Rocco Bianco.
Rocco Bianco. What's up, bro?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, nothing much, man. It's good to finally talk to you.
I'm stoked on the show, man.
I talked to you.
Oh, man, the last caller was great.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Go ahead, man.
Hey.
Show, you go first.
Rocco, I go back. I talk to your dad all the time, bro. That is one cool guy, man. I love when anytime I see Ed Bianco, I'm supercharged. I'm like, yes, there's my man. So I knew
I know. He's my dad. He's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's good. It's good.
He's sleeping right now. Like he's out cold.
Oh, is he? Hey,
it's late for him. Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, he's old. Hey,
I'm worried about.
Give him my best.
He's got COPD and all that.
Oh wow. Okay.
All this COVID 1984 stuff's got him a little freaked out. But I'm trying to tell him all this. They're just trying to scare us. The 666 stuff that you're talking about.
Yeah.
All that stuff is just meant to scare us. It's a black magic type ceremony that they're trying to enhance the fear as much as possible. We must make everybody scared, and they got this thing on lock basically with the mainstream media, and it's really just the Stasi 2.0. Like they literally actually hired former Stasi. Remember?
Yeah,
I was ranting about that the other day.
I fully agree, man.
But I'm getting into like studying this. I've been looking at all these things. Like the BIS is doing this new project called the Green Swan Project.
Hey, look, you hit it on the dot, Rocco. You hit it on the dot.
Stuff with the Clearview stuff with the face scanning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. The BIS
go ahead.
is no. The BIS is the top, bro. The BIS is the top. But go ahead. I'm sorry. You're so spot on, bro.
It's a project that they're working on. It's called Green Swan. And the swan, just imagine, it's a money sign, the S, you know? It's just literally like they control every currency because they're the ones that judge how much each currency is worth. The BIS is BS. We shouldn't have somebody that is in control like that. I mean, it's outrageous to the point where we've got with the Federal Reserve being private since 1913, and Woodrow Wilson and Colonel Edward Mendell House and how he was a British agent for the Rothschilds. And I mean, it gets into this like the creature of Jekyll Island, but now we're featuring this Bill Gates aspect to it, where you have this basically it's called ID 2020, and they want to put these quantum nanodot tattoos in everybody's wrist. Do you see the video with that Corbett did? They're just pushing this shit into their wrist like, just. It's like, oh my fuck, it's insanely like, it is like alien shit. I was watching the X-Files the other day, on VHS, by the way. I'm proud VHS owner. Yeah. And dude, I mean, they were talking on the X-Files movie, like the vaccines and how it has this, like, it's like alien goo that was in this cave like millions and millions of years ago. And, we're hearing about all this Antarctica stuff going on. Who knows if all these experimental things are coming from under the ice. Well, because there's several new things coming out from under the ice.
That's a great point. I mean,
they didn't even admit it.
Well, what was John Kerry doing at Antarctica the day of the elections in 2016? So much stuff. Steve Quayle has wrote a book, What Lies Underneath the Ice. Let me in Antarctica. Let me ask you something, Rocco. You would know this because I know you've done a lot of studies. You do a book reading on your channel about the Federal Reserve. It's awesome. It's like a 10-part series. Let me ask you.
By the Bankers, guys. It's by Byron Dale. He's from Minnesota.
Bashed by the Bankers. He's the name of it.
He's an old school dude, you know. He was like in the Fed, you know, like way before I was, you know, even relevant. I didn't know anything about this stuff back when he was doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is we need people teaching these younger people about this stuff, and it's in book form, so I figured I'd read it. So they don't have to, because they hate reading shit. You know?
Well, they send it to you, don't they?
It's the best way to get to fluoride head zombies. You read the book for them.
Yeah.
Like Mother Goose, but it's like you're waking them up to the New World Order, strangling them.
Right. Let me ask you something, Rocco. So, the BIS, the BIS, are they the Federal Reserve, or are they above the Federal Reserve? Because Ronald Bernard,
they control. So, yeah, they were created by the Royal Institute of International Affairs, and the Royal Institute of International Affairs, they created also the all these UN bodies. You got the IMF, the World Bank. Those are all connected, and it's this. The BIS is just a giant holding house of all the world's gold, and it's this giant deposit where all the rich people, the richest billionaires, they don't use cash. They use the BIS. They have what they call drawing rights, and the Federal Reserve shareholders. There's only 12 shareholders. They're not allowed to sell their shares. It's private. That's how it's private. It's totally manipulated and controlled. I mean, it's to the point where it's really all the same organization. It's just all the different parts of it. They have all these fancy names for it and all that stuff. Don't let that confuse you, because it's really, the Queen of England and the Rothschilds and these gremlins. You heard of the Mirables, the Spires. You have all these different family names and crests and dynasties, but it gets into the inbreeding programs.
Yeah.
Of Julian Huxley, and how all these people were inbreeding with each other.
Oh,
it's disgusting. The eugenics movement came from these royal families.
Right.
That's what Bill Gates is preaching from the top of the mountain.
Rocco, this is excellent.
These Royal Institute of International Affairs doctrines, basically.
This is excellent information. This is awesome information, bro. Keep going. This is amazing.
Yeah, they have it. So the Clearview face scanning stuff, it's curiosity kills the cat. Like, we want to see all this really cool technology and see what it can do, and like a movie or something, and it's all playing out. And it's to the point, how can we live when we know about Tesla, when we know about, even Trump's uncle knew a lot about Tesla, and this is what I think Space Force is really all about, technically. Like, there's got to be some secret stuff that Trump knows about.
Oh, yeah.
And you talk about these buildings in New York. What about the Hotel New Yorker that Tesla died in? That was just basically, from all my research I've done on it, it's basically a giant Tesla coil. And he wasn't crazy. He wasn't like, he's just taking care of injured pigeons. He was sending those pigeons, they're carrier pigeons, to agents in Central Park.
I've heard
that were working for the military.
Yeah.
He was working with the military right before he died. Tesla was.
Nikola Tesla.
In the Hotel New Yorker, there's a great bunch of documentaries about it, how Tesla designed it, how it was a giant Tesla coil, how they were doing basically human experimentation in a way, just to test the fields. And God knows what they were really, we can't know. It's all classified, but we know that building, there's secret tunnels underneath. There's this weird part of the documentary that I was watching. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but there's this weird thing with this violet plastic that they would coat the rooms with, that they said would clean the rooms magically and all this weird shit.
Yeah.
And it's just mind-blowing, the kind of stuff that they could have, basically.
Yeah,
and to think that Trump might have a stake in that from his uncle, knowing about the patent numbers and all these things that Tesla had, it's very possible that Trump could be coming out with all these radical technologies. On the other hand, it could be very sinister. It could be that all of this stuff, they're all just this giant hive mind of people, and the Bilderberg Group, and I hear about the Atlantic City deal that Trump had, and the Rothschilds, and how they helped him out, and all this stuff.
Yeah, they did.
We don't know. We don't know about these people.
Right.
They could be, like Alex Jones was saying, like, they could be doing some kind of X-Files crazy shit, and they're in cahoots with aliens and all this stuff. I don't know. All I know is that they write these things down, on paper and they brag about how they own the system essentially, and that they control everything. The Trilateral Commission, especially, that's the organization that really forms the Federal Reserve's, planning models.
Right.
All this stuff that's going on with the bailouts and stuff.
Yeah.
That's trillions of dollars going to all the same exact people that are part of these Fortune 100s, and they're not part of the American people. It's just all over again. It's just like 2008 all over again. In the middle of this hubbub with COVID-19. It's a giant robbery like 9/11. You know, like they had those, the Mole Society, the Masons. Did you see the documentary about how they had those basically the assembly line manufacturing style setup where they would have the gold put onto what do you call those things that go, like at the store when you put your groceries down on it? What do they call those things?
Like a scanner?
Oh, darn it. Anyway, yeah, like they would just, they basically heisted all the gold.
Oh,
they didn't like,
come on, like, hold
let
on.
all the gold melt in there. In the trade center. No.
Hold on, you talking about a,
like,
talking about the belt thing that moves?
Yeah, what do you call
Conveyor
it?
belt.
I forget what you call them anyway. But
Conveyor belt.
it doesn't matter. I'm just making a point that they stole the gold. What can you do with 2.3 trillion? I don't know, but you can create these giant Black Ops space programs and stuff like that. I live in Ohio. I live like right near Wright Pat Air Force Base, sort of like Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
You see UFOs once in a while. You see weird stuff. I saw one of those black triangles before in 2007. It really, really knocked my socks off and got me investigating into this stuff hardcore. Like, what is anti-gravity? Dewey B. Larson is, he has a website, reciprocalsystems.com, something like that. And he talks about how time and space are connected and how they're basically, there's this dimensional, like they just discovered supposedly that time is actually three-dimensional, that all the physics is upside down, where you can travel through time as a wave, that's the wave particle duality and all this stuff.
Rocco.
That you are able to,
No, today on Michael Savage, the Savage Nation, today he was talking about how scientists officially has found a parallel universe, but everything is backwards. Everything is the opposite of here. The opposite of up is down, and the theme of his show is, if we could go back in time, what year would you want to be in? But the fact of the matter is, that he just announced that today, just for the record, and that's on the channel, posted on the channel today. But yeah. You're absolutely
right. I gotta watch that, because you post the best stuff, man. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
And like you post it on time too. I remember Ron Gibson would post stuff. I think you're almost faster than Ron Gibson, like the fastest poster in the West. But hey, I just watch your shit, and he does What Really Happened still with Mike Rivero. I check that out too. I check out Alan Watt a lot.
Yeah.
He's on fire right now.
Yeah.
Alan Watt, guys, cuttingthroughthematrix.com.
Okay.
He's on fire. He's doing like 4-hour shows.
Wow.
Within the last like 5 shows is like 4 hours long about.
Does he come on every day?
And he gets it. And when Alan Watt talks, it's like, dude, the guy's like a labyrinth of information.
I haven't listened to him in a while,
I'm getting a lot of my data just from Alex, from these guys, same guys I have been.
Yeah.
And it's like these guys have influenced me at such a level. I just have to dig, man. You know what I mean? It's that feeling where if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you see all these people acting like sheep around you after you've studied all the information, know about, Pavlov and how to do, how to control large groups of people.
Yeah.
What's the best way to control large groups of people? That's what all these dictators have been doing throughout however long, the centuries, however long humans have ever been on this rock.
Yeah.
And, you look at, like, the Ancient Aliens series, and you look at, like, Ancient Aliens Debunked, which was great, too. And you got to look at both sides. And I think like the Ancient Aliens Debunked documentary was really good because it shows that, yeah, like it's very possible humans built the Great Pyramids. It's actually proven now that it's like, they basically invented the world's first freight elevator to the Queen's Chamber, the King's Chamber. They were areas where they would drag the rocks upward with these giant, huge ropes. But I don't know if you get even deeper into that, and you look at how you could manipulate the physics. You could have the buckyball experiments, Buckminster Fuller, the fullerenes, and you fire it into diffraction grating, and it turns into a light wave, basically, and then back into a physical object on the other side. It's 60 carbon atoms in a spherical lattice, but it goes through the diffraction grating and turns into a waveform, and then into a solid object back on the other side. So it's possible they could have been turning these stones into waves and freaking, like, I don't know, use some Jetsons gadget to push them up there. But it's like, these things are so important. Like, we should be digging into that stuff instead of debating about COVID and all. How important these things are. 0 point energy. That's what we thought. I thought Trump was going to come out with that and like all this free energy stuff.
No,
I've been researching it for so long. It's not just possible. It's essential for quantum physics to work. That you have to have time space. That time has to be 3-dimensional, or else you can't have objects just disappearing.
Well, here's one thing.
Monatomic, you have, the 5th stage of matter, which is microclusters. You have microcluster iridium, and you hit it with 850 degrees heat radiation, and it disappears. It's just gone. There's no way to explain that unless time's 3-dimensional. And so all this stuff with, Space Force, could we be like in this Renaissance period, and they're sort of keeping it under wraps because they're a little freaked out, probably. The people whoever has this technology, it would drive you probably insane just being able to leave the planet, even just that. Like, astronauts go crazy. You have to have the Schumann resonance, like 7.1 to 7 hertz, about 7.3 hertz. It keeps people literally sane. But you get space madness and all this stuff, supposedly. And I just think, like, I think we're ready as a civilization to really experience these things like time travel and like what's the soul? Because I've done a lot of stuff with crystal meditation, all that weird hippie guru stuff. I'll toss that all aside. It's just you sitting quietly and just focusing in on who you really are inside. And I had this experience where a ball of light came into my room, and they talked about this. The yogis talk about the light body, the rainbow body, astral projection. I have all these weird out-of-body experiences where I actually see myself sleeping, like I'm hovering over myself, like I'm seeing myself breathing, see myself asleep.
Well,
I've had that happen dozens of times.
Well, Rocco,
after the iodine, taking the Alex Jones iodine,
my only,
it's just like the pineal gland. They call it the. I'm sorry. Go ahead. They call it the epiphysis gland.
Yeah, my only,
or the pineal gland.
My only thing is be careful.
The third eye.
Be careful there, bro, because astral projection, all that. I've been there, and
yeah, I know.
I've had some bad experiences.
It's deep. You have to be. Oh, I've had great experiences. You just know that all it is just the knowing is what I love about it. The knowing that there is another side. And I think that's what this time space is. And that's what the other side is that, that's where our soul goes when we pass. And this body is just a mortal coil, like Yoda, this crude matter, we're not the flesh and bones that we think we are. It's an illusion. And it's this idea that we're all made out of light, that the DNA stores photons.
Well, one thing,
photons.
This is a proven fact from scientists that at the point of conception, when a man and a woman, this is a fact, guys, go look this up. At the
Yep,
point, light.
There's photon is released.
Yeah,
right.
there's a literal light inside the one, however, wherever that happens exactly. But at the point of conception, there is light that happens. You make a lot of good
My
points.
dad always talks about that.
Your dad does?
He's the one that told me that. My dad told me that.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, because I'm always researching photons. And I was like, what are the odds of that? Now, is that some kind of coding mechanism? Because light stores data. It is information, technically. Light is essentially conscious, I believe, from all my research, that it is the true essence of the universe. Like, if you study the amplituhedron, it's also like, basically they call it the grand it's super string theory and dark matter and all this stuff combined into one theory, which is basically like everything's the same shape as the Star of David, which is even trippier than you could ever imagine. That these guys from Caltech University, one of them's name is Nima Arkani Hamed, the other one's name is Yaroslav Trunka. They're professors from Caltech, and they discovered the amplituhedron by hacking the Feynman diagrams of quantum physics. This is all the little variable equations you write down after particle collisions. When you see little squiggly lines on the graph, and they have to express what is going on with the variable equations, these professors connected all of them together into one shape, which was close to what Roger Penrose came to, he's the main guy that was against Stephen Hawking, which you never hear about. And Roger Penrose had the Penrose tiles, which it's like one diamond shape that's larger than a smaller diamond shape, and you can connect them like puzzle pieces, and they can create any geometry. And you know how the Freemasons love geometry and all this stuff? It's because they know the secrets of the universe, and they know about, the seal of Solomon, which is the Star of David, which is the amplituhedron, which is essentially the center of everything, all reality, a holographic constant that is both within itself and eternal, that is also timeless. There is no time or space. All there is this amplituhedron. And everything is a extension of that. It's essentially the God particle, but it's even deeper. It's actually connecting all of these hidden dots within quantum physics and coming out with this grand theory, essentially, which is still a theory, mind you, but it's very, very sound. I've never seen anything like it. It's almost like Einstein's, it's the unified field theory, essentially. It's connecting gravity and electromagnetism. That's what he was trying to do, And this is saying that everything comes from the core of infinity, and everywhere you zoom in, like you can be on one corner of your room or the other corner of your room, but that center, that core, is everywhere at all times, which is the holographic principle, as above, so below, which gets into like even more of these hidden meanings and hidden philosophies within these secret orders that have been going on for God knows how long,
Eons.
That they know about the physics somehow of time travel and all this stuff back in ancient times with these symbols. That there's no other way to explain it either for me, studying symbology and all this stuff.
Well, hey,
Alan Watt gets into that too. Like,
Rocco, you know an awful lot, man. I would love to go down the rabbit hole of CERN with you one day. I've got No, go ahead.
Oh, for sure, man. You gotta get some more callers.
Yeah, man. I gotta kind of condense it in tonight. I can't go real long. I just wanna, get a few more in. Get a couple, couple different aspects. Get a couple more calls in. Rocco, bro, I'm honored to
Yo.
finally talk to
Dude,
you.
next time I'll call in for sure, man.
Yeah, listen. Next time I want to talk about
All right, man.
CERN. Cause how about you? The next night that I'll be streaming will be Friday night for sure, and that way everyone will be off work.
I'm there.
Cool. Come in and call for sure. You hear me?
Remember HR 6666, guys? Yeah, and Operation Timber Sycamore and the World Economic Forum. They got the bailouts. Remember that. The people from the World Economic Forum. They're the ones that got the bailouts. It's the Club of Rome, guys.
Yeah.
So I'll let you go on that.
Hey, is there anything you want to tell the people, Rocco,
All right,
before you
peace.
go?
Oh, that's it. Like, look up how the World Economic Forum, all those boys, the white shoe boys, Gerald Salente likes to call them.
Yeah.
They're the ones that got all the bailouts, and we didn't.
Your channel's
and
name.
They're all part of the Club of Rome.
Your channel's name is Rocco Bianco?
Oh, yeah, my channel it's YouTube. It's ROCCO, Rocco Bianco, and Bianco means white in Italian. So it's like white wine. Just remember, it's easy to remember that way.
His dad's the Godfather.
So, hey, guys, take it easy. General, you rule, man. Thanks for subbing me, man.
Hey.
I got, like, a bunch of subs from you.
Oh, awesome, bro. Always. Me and you. Hey, me and you's boys, bro. Hey, give your dad my best. Tell him salute from the General, and you call back. All right, Rocco?
Yes, for sure, dude. All right.
All right,
Peace
bro.
out, man. Salute.
All right, salute to you too, bro. Hello. Who am I speaking with? It's jammed again, guys. That's Rocco, guys. He's been with us for a long time. So is his dad. His dad's name's Ed Bianco. I call his dad the Godfather. His dad's Sicilian. I knew that. You know, he told me the Sicilians always got my back. So for all you trolls, don't make me sick 'em on you. All right. All right, guys. I had a bunch of missed calls through here. You guys are gonna. I'll call the first one that called. Try to keep everything in order here. Let's see here. I will call this number. I'll call this number back and.
Hello?
Yo. Did you?
Hey, how's it going, Joe?
Hey, how you doing, brother? I wanted to call you back.
I'm doing pretty good.
Who am I speaking with, man?
My name's Chase.
Chad?
Chase, like the bank.
Okay. What's up, Chase? How you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good. I just wanted to get one thing across, man. I came across it the other day. It's a thing called blood electrification. I'm sure somebody's heard about it somewhere down the line, you know?
I haven't. Tell us about it.
All right, so basically there's this guy named Bob Beck, and he created a device off of a patent, and the patent basically uses electricity to go into the blood or over the blood. They usually do it in a, what do they call that, when they take your blood out? I can't think of the name. But I'm not well versed on anything. I'm gonna make it quick, but I would highly recommend looking into Bob Beck blood electrification. It kills all bacteria, viruses, and parasites, and you can make it for under $50 all by yourself, you know.
Wow.
And there's multiple claims about it curing cancer and everything, diabetes, HIV, herpes, any kind of virus, you know, and they don't want it out in the public because there's no money in healthy people, you know.
Well,
and that's basically all I wanted to get out there.
Okay.
Start a viral thing, if it's something to think about.
Bob Beck, right?
Yes, yeah, Bob Beck, just how it sounds.
Okay, Bob Beck. Okay. Hey, thanks. Where you calling from, Chase?
Blood electrification. Oh, Austin.
Okay, Austin. Good deal. Well, Chase, man, we appreciate you calling in, bro. Yeah, I mean that's great information. You may just save somebody's life. I'm always into any type of alternative, and you're right. Yeah, there's no money in helping people. So I mean, we could totally see how it could be suppressed. So yeah, thanks for the call, brother.
No, without a doubt. Just doing what the Lord tells me to do, man. I'll catch you later, all right?
All right, thanks so much, Chase. Have a good one, bro.
You too.
Wow, that was a cool call. I switched the speaker around because he was kind of low. Hopefully, you guys can hear that. Um, yeah, man, I'm just gonna just wait, instead of calling back, folks, because it's almost midnight here in Kentucky, and I don't want to call and it ring and maybe someone's child's sleeping. They could be on the East Coast, so you guys can call back in. But just so you know, I'm taking vitamin D3, and I am taking turmeric. That's every day, and vitamin C, and CBD oil. Now, listen to this. Did I do the right thing or did I open my big mouth? So, I paid $3.99 for this. The woman that works at Pig Pack, that owns Pig Pack, didn't know what this went for. I said, I bought two of them. It really is CBD oil. I paid $3 for it. I said, I mean, you know what these go for, right? She was like, no. I said, about $40. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, check into it for me and tell me. So I just was going to go back and buy all of them. And when I went back, they were $40. So, I'm sure I did the right thing. Plus, I take a multivitamin. Um, you always want to, take you don't ever want to just, no, I don't have any zinc. I don't have any zinc, newbie dooby doo. I do need some zinc, and there's a few things I need. But, you, so Outlaw GT ordered some Carolina Reaper peppers. Okay. I didn't know it boosted the immune system. That's awesome. Um, you know, you believe in hot peppers. That's cool. I love hot peppers. I love hot peppers. Um, but yeah, we've had some good callers tonight. You know, we've only been going about an hour. Guys, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so look, check it out. They're gonna take this channel down. We already know this, all right? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start another channel, and I want all you guys to come over there because they won't let me live stream until I get 100,000 views. So I don't know what I could post to get 100,000 views real quick. I mean, me uploading a teaching, you guys wouldn't be involved. Like if I started a new channel, none of you guys would be there. I mean, you could come subscribe, but you can't. I would have to get 100,000 views. Maybe I could post like hip hop gossip videos just to get the views up, then delete them all. You know what I mean? Because I know exactly which ones does numbers. You know what I mean? Not that I give a shit, but you know, maybe it's a weird addiction. These, like TMZ, for instance, is what I mean. Not hip hop, but like TMZ. Maybe I could do something like that just to get the views up and then start live streaming over there, and they'll never take us down. Then I could invest into a soundboard and get it to where I could actually take calls, have calls on hold. We could do that now, but you know what I mean? Like, it would involve a few people, and it would be kind of complicated. Be a lot of three-way calling and all that. Um, but you know, I I just love that we have this, and this is coming off of Alex's back. But what I'm gonna do is, see, because the second I start posting Alex videos at the other channel, and say I just ask you guys to go over there and watch them over there just to get the views up, they'll see I'm posting Alex and they'll take it down. You know what I mean? But look, we go up pretty quick, so we might only have to wait a week if they take us down. Um, God has his hand on this channel, so one thing we can do is continue to pray. Pray for each other. Um, we know that, um, look, on my pad of paper, I've got written down everything that everybody wanted me to pray about, and I won't get on here and announce it in front of everybody. But when I get off live tonight, I will pray for each and every one of you that has either sent it a prayer request, or that whenever I was taking calls and I said you want to pray, they had some. Bless this loud. Hello, who am I speaking with? Hello. Yo. Hello.
Yeah, you hear me? Oh. Hey, can you hear me now?
I can barely hear you, brother.
Shepard.
Yes.
There we go. Sorry, I had the Bluetooth somewhere else.
That's okay. Who am I speaking with?
This is Junkyard.
Junkyard. What a cool name. How you doing tonight, Junkyard?
Oh man, doing good. I just wanted to tell you how grateful I am for all the work you do. I've subscribed to all the channels ever since the Ron. I've been following y'all since the Ron Gibson days.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for subscribing, man. Thanks for calling in too. We appreciate it. Where you calling from, Junkyard?
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay. All right. Just south of me. Yeah, man.
Well, look,
What's
this is what I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing an InfoWars shirt right now. Okay.
Yep.
We're all on the same team.
Yes, sir.
Not trying to go crazy. But look, if you watch Alex every day, you start noticing the man. He's prepared. He talks about the death threats and everything. What I'm getting at is, what are we gonna do if Alex goes off the air? What do we do? How do we communicate? What is going to be our response? Should they kill Alex or Alex dies? What are we going to do?
It's a very good question.
And I've never thought about that before, but it's getting to. I know Alex thinks about stuff that he would do. Now I'm thinking, if he's off the air, I'm going to want archives of all of the shows so I can listen and spread them around.
Yeah.
There's so many things. I don't know, man. It's just we're almost in that area where we got to start thinking about it, because if and when that were to happen, even if they might not even kill him, they might just fake his death or something. But for whatever reason, they decide he's no longer part of the game, and because I think a large part of these whoever's out there, whether the Q or White Hats, they know if they take Alex out, that there's going to be a response once that happens. I'm not going to go any further, but they're not just going. Alex isn't going to just go away and nobody, there ain't going to be another Epstein. There's going to be a response that should he get taken out the way that they. I don't know. I think that's why they haven't done it yet. But anyway,
Well,
I've just been thinking about that lately. What would the question is? What would you do if you woke up one day and you found out Alex had a car wreck or something like that? And he was no longer with us. What would be the response?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Guys out there like you.
That's a good question, Junkyard, because a lot of us has, not even in an unhealthy way, but we rely on Alex to kind of keep us grounded, level-headed. Someone in chat saying Owen Schroyer would take over. Well, I would jump off a building if Owen Schroyer took over, but that's just me. Alex, if we lost Alex, there's really no one out there like him. This is why I push him. I don't agree with everything Alex says, and there's a couple personal things I have with Alex, but overall, I push him because he's the best we got and the only one like that we got. So you raise a very, very good point, because it's one thing for us to know the history or the overall plan, but Alex actually digs into every single day news, and that's something I don't do. That's something. I mean, I guess the next best one would be Tucker Carlson, and Alex didn't like Tucker Carlson. I mean, I don't know, Junkyard. That's a very very good question, bro. Good question. I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do you think, Junkyard?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still. I'm at. I don't have the answers. I'm still thinking about it. But man, if you listen to Owen, you know,
David Knight,
it's
Owen.
going to have to go somewhere we don't want it to go, but it's going to have to go there because these people, power only respects power. It doesn't respect bending over. You know, communism, all these people, they don't respect traitors. They don't respect anyone that submits. They only power and you know, tyranny only respects other power that asserts itself. So
yeah. I mean, it would be a great loss for sure. That would be something I don't think any of us would ever get over. But look, they're gonna take him out eventually. I mean, he can't, or at least take him off the. You know, you guys gotta understand. You know that he buys his own bandwidth and he does do his own thing. He makes a lot of money. Okay, so you know it's not like he's dying that way. It wouldn't be him going out of business. It would be, you know, like let's say the end of Trump, the next election, the end of it come 2024, 2025, he's out of here. If he's still around by then, he'll be out of here. He won't be, they'll get him. He'll be one of the first to go. I mean, they'll do some type of airwave censorship because technically he's not on, we keep him on YouTube. He's not on anything. But they would probably do some type of airwave censorship. I don't know, man. But that's a good question, Junkyard. Hell, I don't know, man. When they take InfoWars down there, Owen wouldn't be able to take. There would be no more InfoWars. I guess they would try to. Somebody said, "Run for the hills." Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Alex leaves a lot of clues, and if you listen to him every day and take notes, I mean, he drops little. We talk about breadcrumbs. He leaves a lot of clues. He's already said, I've caught this, that he says he's got contingency plans. Should they take him out, all these, you know, switches go off, things get activated, and the money shows up, and the bills get paid, and the InfoWars continues on. But it,
yeah, but that's in that's in the event, though. That's in the event just Alex goes, though. We're talking the whole InfoWars. What happens when they take the whole InfoWars down? And there is no, you know, you know what I mean? Because that's how they would do it, I think. Killing Alex will make him a martyr like that.
Yeah.
And there's already so much attention on him because everybody brings Alex up on the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan even, he's the new Walter Cronkite, so he's continuously bringing Alex up. So with as much attention as his banning got, I don't think they would just kill him, but they would take down the whole InfoWars somehow. That is in the future for sure.
Well, wouldn't surprise me. At least the website. They took down David Icke recently for his website.
They took his website down?
When the censorship escalates, it's going to force people into an underground and into it's just a different, like, people think, you know, we're underground now. It's going to be a whole other level. You know, all these other alternative, like, you know, BitChute and DLive, all these other alternative platforms. If people think that's underground, they're not gonna. When the censorship kicks in to the next level, it's gonna be
You're right.
It's going to be boots on the ground. People putting stickers up and
Yep.
more hard, just getting more on the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody
Well,
said.
Shepard, I'm gonna run, man. It's great to hear from you.
Hey.
Keep up the great work, dude. I'm a huge fan, and just God bless you.
Hey, you're a brother, not a fan. You're a brother. Thank you for calling in, Junkyard. I appreciate you, bro. You raised a good question. You got everybody thinking. I appreciate it, bro. Take care, okay?
You too. Thanks. Bye.
All right, bro. All right, some of you guys said Joe's a sellout. Joe's not a sellout because he was never for us. Let me tell you, Joe's what Joe is, and that's fine. But Joe isn't for the people here. Joe's not for us. You know what I mean? You guys hear that? That's people calling, but everyone's calling at the same time as jamming. I guess this is why they have soundboard so they take calls, because shit won't hang up again. There it goes. I gotta turn that ringer off. That ringer will wake somebody in your house up. It's so loud. Yeah, Joe Rogan isn't. Joe Rogan's good at what he does, but with us, with the 41 people in here, it only goes to a certain extent and it stops. You know what I mean? These guys are Hollywood, make no mistake, all right? Joe Rogan was in sitcoms that came on prime time in 1990. Let's not forget that. And I'm not talking Fear Factor. I'm talking way before that. Guys, we went 66 minutes. I feel it was a good night. We're going to go ahead and cut it here because I'm exhausted. Friday night, it's going to be good because we will, people will be off work. A lot of people, it's almost midnight here, you know what I mean? If people have to go to work, a lot of people have to get, if you're on the East Coast, you got to be at work at 6 a.m. You're probably not watching right now, but Friday you will be watching, you know what I mean? But I apologize for not being here yesterday. Listen, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll close this out with a prayer, all right? Here we go. Father, I ask you to bless every single caller that called in tonight. Also ask you to bless every single person that's watching us right now. All the mods, all the viewers, all the people in the comment section, everybody that contributes to this channel, everybody that views it, that just watches Alex, or maybe even just Michael Savage. We want to pray for Alex's safety, for Savannah, for Greg Reese, for David Knight, for Owen Schroyer. We want to pray for even Joe Biggs. We want to pray for Leanne McAdoo. We want to pray for Millie Weaver. We want to pray for all of the folks that works at InfoWars, and pray a hedge of protection around them, Lord, that you keep all of them safe. You keep them safe while they're on the road. You keep them safe in the studio. You keep them safe on the way to work. Alex's children and his wife as well. Pray a hedge of protection around them, Lord. We want to pray for Ron Gibson. We want to thank you for Ron Gibson, for even way before General Shepard. And I want to thank you for Bart, specifically pray for Bart right now, that you draw Bart and show yourself to him like you never did before. I don't know why, Bart, you was put on my heart just now, but and I thank you, Lord, that you bring us all together here tonight, Jesus. We exalt your name tonight above all other names, and we worship you. We know it's no name above your name. And we praise you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Guys, I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. We're an army, Never say you guys are fans. You're not. No one's a fan. Who am I to be a fan of? We're all brothers. We're all sisters. We got to watch out for each other. We got to take up for each other, even in the comments, I love all you guys, man. You guys are freaking awesome. We'll be back here Friday night, maybe even tomorrow night. But JJ Money, what's good, bro? Call in next time, JJ. I don't think I've ever talked to you, bro. Hey, you guys have never heard my moderators neither. You want to talk about substance and depth, talk to Will, Bob, or Hazel. Wait till y'all talk to them, man. Not yet. Okay, JJ. Whenever you want, bro. Whenever you want. But I want the mods to call in next time. You know, even if it's for a second. But I want to talk to everybody, man. I want all you guys to call in. Brian, I don't know if I'm saying. I guarantee I'm not saying your name right. Newbie Dooby Doo. I call in, bro. Call in next time. Hey, thank you, Bob. Hey, Will is a cool guy, y'all. I tell you what, man. Will and Bob and Hazel. I talked to these three people for hours. Will listens to, I'm talking to Will the other day, and everything I'm bitching about my laptop, he's already researching. You know, Bob is learning Russian like it's nothing, and Hazel is just, she's so beautiful and sweet. Vince Lombardi time, gotcha. Vince Lombardi time, gotcha. Bart. Jackie Francis, thank you. Doobie Doobie Doo, love that name. Lisa, I see you, Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa. Craig, guys, let's be praying for Craig and that lockdown and his job over there, all right? Guy lost his job. Mark, Leviti, what's good, bro? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Just kind of going through here and just giving you guys a shout out. Stiku. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you guys. Good night.